In recent years, China has seen increasing controls on freedom of speech in the press. This affects not only ordinary citizens, but also athletes, politicians and even foreign journalists. The situation is of great concern to the international community. A recent incident at the Paris Olympics vividly illustrated the problem. When a Radio Free Asia reporter tried to interview Chinese athletes, they refused, citing that they could only talk to official Chinese media. The athletes looked frightened and rushed to leave at the sight of microphones. This shows how deeply rooted the fear of violating the rules set by the Chinese Communist Party is. The situation is similar among deputies to the National People's Congress. When a BBC reporter tried to ask their opinions on the candidates for the US presidency, most either evaded answering or gave vague comments. Some simply ignored the questions and walked away. This demonstrates that even high-ranking officials are afraid to voice their own opinions on sensitive issues. The consequences for those who do dare to give interviews to foreign media can be very serious. For example, Beijing activist Quan Shixin was detained and put in a detention center for giving an interview to Voice of America. Her case has been in court for over a year and all legal rights have been taken away. Another case is Professor Sun Wenguang, who was interrupted by police right during a telephone interview with Voice of America. His last words on air were, "I have freedom of speech." After that, the professor was detained and disappeared. It was not until 2022 that it was revealed that he died in custody in 2021. Chinese authorities are also increasing pressure on foreign journalists. Recently, Dutch journalist Sjoerd den Daes was detained by police while covering protests in Chengdu. His equipment was confiscated and he himself spent 2 hours in a police station. According to a report by the Foreign Correspondents Club in China, most foreign journalists believe that the Chinese government is probably or definitely invading their WeChat accounts and phones. Many face obstruction, harassment and even violence in doing their work. The situation is exacerbated by a new anti-spying law that allows security services to freely search journalists or anyone else. This creates a climate of fear where people are afraid to talk to foreign media because of the risk of being accused of divulging state secrets. Control over information extends to local media as well. After major events, there is rarely any reporting beyond official notifications. Journalists who attempt to conduct independent investigations face serious consequences ranging from demotion to imprisonment. The story of citizen journalist Zhang Zhan, who covered the COVID-19 outbreak in Wuhan, is illustrative. She was sentenced to 4 years in prison for her reporting. Although Zhang Zhan has now been released, it is reported that she is still under close scrutiny by the authorities. The control of public opinion in China has reached an almost pathological level. A guide to identifying and combating the spread of negative energy and wrong views was recently published. It even condemns ideas such as lying flat, or calls for more direct elections and free speech. The situation in China is of grave concern to human rights activists and the international community. Restrictions on freedom of speech not only violate fundamental human rights, but also impede the free exchange of ideas necessary for the development of society. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue to cover important topics. We wish you to remain informed and critical thinkers. Take care of yourself and your loved ones.